Alright, I finally have this thing all wired together and cleaned up and whatnot, so let's go ahead and give you a little introduction. As you can see here, everything's wired together. I've gone ahead and separated out the wires that were here on the trackball, kind of redone them a little bit, gathered them together so that way there wasn't a big mess. There was a huge amount of wiring that was for the USB on it. Went ahead and consolidated it instead of having it wrapped around and causing more of a mess. Went ahead and compiled it together, and I'll show you the Raspberry Pi. Same thing over here on the other side. Went ahead and did a little bit of cable management for the USB support for the encoders on both sides there and over here. Redid the connection on the power strip. It's a lot shorter than what it was, but it's running in and it's working fine. Same thing with the power for the trackball. It was gone ahead and cable managed as well. Over here to the side, I've got additional wires here for the switches. I have additional wires, a couple of additional wires for the joysticks, additional lights, as well as a couple more of the switches themselves for the buttons. I have one of each button here, as well as the wrench used to go ahead and tighten it. So there's plenty of storage in here. Trackball, as you can see, there was a huge amount of extra cable. So I went ahead and compiled it here. Over here, the Raspberry Pi and the Cana kit, all nice and running. All 4 USBs are being used. 2 by the encoders, 1 by the trackball, 1 by the spinner. There is no room to go ahead and put anything else in, although I'll probably go ahead and use this one connection here for a potential headphone. Although I've read and seen videos saying the best bet is, instead of using the analog off of the Raspberry Pi, is to go ahead and take advantage of the video out, or the audio out, off of a flat panel. Okay, so here's the way all that looks, and this is plugged in and working right now. Let me go ahead and flip this down, and it closes up nice and secure. On the top, buttons nice and bright and colorful. I've got a blue stick over here on this side. Trackball, nice and colorful. As you may have seen from one of the other videos, it does change nice colors. Buttons over here. I've got a green stick on this side. I can't help it, I like green. And the board being the way it is, you know, I kind of like it. I really do. Now, here is a shout out to a friend of mine, Todd Fair. Guess what I've got up on the screen right now, my friend? Okay. This is Paramount trademark. This is not... Yeah. Anyways, I used to own a copy of this on my Commodore VIC-20. Paid just shy of $100 for that cartridge. So, if anyone ever asks, I did own the rights to this particular game. And Todd will actually go ahead and he hopefully will remember it, because I remember we were over at Arden. No. It wasn't Arden Fair. It was the mall area down in the South Sac area. And I think it was at a J.C. Penney's. Anyways, where I bought this. But this was my favorite game back in the 80s. Star Trek Strategic Operations. So, my friend, thank you so much. He actually sent me the setup for this. So I didn't have to go ahead and set up the RetroPie game setup. So he set it up for me, sent it to me as a kind of a very early birthday gift, because my birthday's not till the end of April. But Very appreciated. I know you can see me on the reflection on the screen on the TV here. The TV, I just purchased it a little bit ago, earlier today. It was $100 for this 32-inch flat panel. It's not 1080 DPI, it's 720. I, didn't need to go crazy, so don't ask me how much I paid for the entire setup, because including the tools, I think I'm about at $750 for all of this. So, anyways, my friend Todd, I'm going to go ahead and post this up. Then I'm going to be back up here playing this game. Thank you again, my friend. Thanks to all those that have been following me and or curious about doing a RetroPie setup. It's actually fairly easy. If you're curious, I can send you all of the information from what I have learned. And trust me, this was a learning curve. From the start of my purchasing on, February 6th, I think, is when I got my federal tax return in. And today is the 14th of March. Yeah, it's Pi Day. With the RetroPie. Anyways. Everyone take care. Happy modeling. Happy RetroPieing. Happy Pi Day. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.